Alright, so had a bit of a setback just now. I realized I started with with the Smash Ultimate footage of defeating Sephiroth and all that, but I realized because Twitch is kind of cracking down on a lot of like copyright stuff, like for music and all that, just to be safe, I decided I would just make this a separate stream. So the stream where I defeated Sephiroth was literally just a few minutes ago, but I decided to end the stream and start a new one, a new broadcast, after making a highlight to save the defeat of Sephiroth or whatever. I decided to start a new broadcast to actually start playing ShadowBringers, just to make sure there's no like problems with, red tape, I guess. So that's why the stream went out. It didn't cut out. I ended it because I was like, wait, that took up too long. Like 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of the stream was Smash and not FF14, and with the music and everything, who knows if there's gonna be copyright issues. So yeah, we're back on the air now though, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the video again that I was showing, which was the ending of Stormblood and my reaction to it. So now that I have everything set up properly, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch over to that right now and just hit play. Okay, transition, and desktop looks clear. I'm gonna mute myself and hit play now. See you guys in a bit. Alright, everything should be working now, hopefully, yeah. Hey, so it's been a long time, right? My hair is like fucking hella long now. So I'm here to basically stream. I started playing Final Fantasy 14. Met some friends, and at the request of one of them, they found out that I stream. They've been helping me with the game, and they want to see my first time reaction to everything in ShadowBringers, and I just reached the very end of Stormblood. I just finished the last dungeon. I'm about to exit it so I can start the ending cutscenes. But I decided, and then tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to start actually playing ShadowBringers, and I'm going to record everything so you can see my first time reaction to everything. But I decided to go ahead and record the ending of the Stormblood expansion as well, just to get my reaction to that, because apparently it leads straight into Shadowbringers, as I imagine it would. I mean, why wouldn't it? It's supposed to be the transition, right? So I'm going to record all that, and then probably when the credits start, I'll just go ahead and peace out. But I heard it's a long series of cutscenes, so I'm going to record it. And yeah, been a hell of a journey getting here. I kind of wish I'd recorded all of it, but I kind of was just like, you know what, I'll probably record my playthrough of, I'll probably just do New Game Plus and record a playthrough of FF14 like that one day. So, but for Shadowbringers, because apparently it's so fucking good, everybody's like, it's awesome and all this stuff and the story's great. Somebody convinced me to go ahead and just stream my first time playthrough of it. And I've been avoiding spoilers like the plague as well, just to get authentic first time reactions like when I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. Same thing. And yeah, the reason I'm playing FF14 is because that game inspired me to. I was like, you know what? I want to try it. My brother plays it. I'm going to play it. Just check it out. So without further ado, let's get started. Switch over to game. Let me turn the audio for the game back on. Boom. Also, if my voice sounds really robotic and cuts in and out, it's because I'm using that voice suppressor I tested a few streams ago, or a few videos ago, that I uploaded. I know it kind of sucks, but it's better than hearing the game audio twice through here and then my microphone, because I saw my FF7 Remake streams and god, they are such poor quality production values. It's so bad. Voila, there we go. Now you know my name and everything. Don't stalk me on FF14. Don't stalk me, damn it. But, okay, so audio's going through. See it here. I'm gonna open up something to test it, make sure it's not muted, because that would really suck. Yep, it's coming through. Turn the monitor back off. And yeah, that should do it. Alright, let's finish up Stormblood and see what happens. I would have recorded this dungeon too, actually, but the thing is, I was told it was the last dungeon as I had already started it, and I wasn't going to hold up the whole party of randoms that I was with, just to start my recording software, or whatever, so yeah. Anyway, I'm babbling, I'm rambling, kind of nervous because I don't know what to expect. They tell me this expansion's good, so Let me unmute the TV for myself. There we go. Alright. And now we begin a very long series of cutscenes. Or so I've been told. It might not even be that bad. Still haven't answered that guy's mail. Feel bad. I had to go Dark Knight too. Fit the occasion.
There you are, and none the worse for wear.
It's...
Indeed. I had hoped we might do more to help, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps? We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
This again.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Oh, her too. Shit, that's everyone. I'm the only one left.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
So far.
Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
Alice's being cared for at the infirmary. Would that there were more we could do for her. Oh, isn't that always the story? Oh, cool. I got a player commendation. Might have gotten more than one, but I'll check later. So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not, they won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. I want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help and that of our eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alice, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, the Pyrugans have completed their examination of Mistress Alice, and it is as we feared. She is locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like all the others. All the scions. There you go, just like the others. Damn it all. Kidding. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. That's not a bad Bob on impersonation, alright? Like, it's not great, but I don't think I did that too bad. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. The best I can do is see to it that Alice is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yuri and I would return to our encampments. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is under sail, and all must be made ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. Judging by the Garleans' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. Should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Where do we go? Revenant's Fall. Well, yeah, I keep forgetting that's where the Rising Stones are. I'm not used to the name for some reason. I just think Mordona, and that's it, when I think of the Scion's headquarters. face of war. I hope that guy who told me that ShadowBringer starts like right after that dungeon wasn't like getting ahead of himself. And I still have like 2 or 3 more main scenario quests before I can get to it. Because if that's so, this recording could be like an hour. Hey, what's up? Ah, Leon, welcome home. Word has it you and Mistress Alice gave the Garleans quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alice? I was certain she would have returned by now. Well, I got bad news. Isaac's fault, not her too. We're all getting picked off, man. Osher and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you too, for that matter. It grieved me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Ultimate, Prile, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole, after all. Though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us, for the time being at least. Okay. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing, my friend. We're talking about war. Absolutely nothing. Just, you know, imperial expansion motivated by economic expansion. Or the want for economic expansion. You know. I'm gonna go on a tangent. I've already preached enough in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm not gonna go on. A brief reprieve. Rest? Ah, Leon. Yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. So if you've come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters, I am afraid I have not to report. Coltonet and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them. Alas. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphinaud had been brought here and wished to see if his condition had improved. How's this guy? Weird not seeing him in Imperial uniform anymore. It's their defector guy because they tried to kill him. Maxima, that was his name. Master Leon, I have heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. Why is that? I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips. But I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I chose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that ignominy. I fucked up that word. Ignominy. I'll just say it like that. I tried to say it quick, like a cool guy. Ignominy. So it'll seem a small price to pay if it helps to prevent this conflict from escalating any further. Sure. I mean, why wouldn't it be? But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphinaud. An acquaintance of Leon and Alfinote, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company. If you will follow me, sir. This is gonna go on for an hour, I can already tell. The dude made it sound like it was right after the dungeon, it's just the ending, but I can tell I'm gonna have to run around for a bit. When word reached me that Alfinote had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad. Pains me to see him thus. But I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. Popularis could not have wished for a more committed ally. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. He awaits my return at North Silver Tier, and I am certain he would be glad to see you. Assuming you can spare the time, that is. Yeah, more running around. As long as that's all it is, because otherwise it's like... Why did I start recording now? But this is what happens when you're running blind. This is exactly why I usually never play games on stream or record them like this until I'm familiar with the game and have played it before. Because then I know when to start recording, how long it's going to go. Right now I have no idea how long this video is going to be. But I'm guessing it's going to be like a fucking hour at this rate. Oh well. The thing it wasn't just a random in the dungeon that told me that like I was pretty much at the end of Stormblood and that ShadowBringers started right now. It was also a friend of mine who helped me run that dungeon. They were like, "Oh yeah, you're done. You're done with Stormblood." So I was expecting I was actually done. Not about to have to run around some more and do more cutscenes and quests. I thought it was just sit back and watch the cutscenes, you know? So, bear with me. This might take a while longer than I thought it would. These snowmen are cute. I think I wanna switch my default mount for the rest of this. Let's see. Mount. Let's go with this one. There we go. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. Didn't take that long, did I? Sounds like you've been through the mill. Should have called me. What would you have done? No, that's fucked up. He's actually been pretty cool. Sid's done a lot. But I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garlings would say I love this music. It's like so awe-inspiring and... Yeah. Most Garlings would say he is a traitor that he turned his back on his country. We of the Popularis, however, consider him a revolutionary. A man willing to defy the Empire's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. I like that the Popularis are basically meant to represent, like, the Democrats. It's great. It's pretty funny. And that is, I think, that was the actual, like, closest party that the ancient Roman Empire had to that, I think. They were called the Popularis, because everything about the Garlean Empire is meant to, like, be a mirror of the ancient Roman Empire, I guess. The words and titles they use, everything. Please, revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an imperial defector who thought to aid another imperial defector. How humble. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Raban that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Oh yeah, your old friend Gaius. He's still around. We actually got to see his face finally. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. Or legatus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Dacians, did he? Yes. After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay dead. Damn, someone's not happy that he's alive. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. You're gonna kill him, or are you just gonna tell him you wish you were dead? Commander Alden also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Emperor, though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Ascians? Yes. But that is madness. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it. And yet I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Ascians must be stopped, to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. I mean, it was way before your time, you couldn't have known. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted. Not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Seyu's wall was a good start, but we can do more, and we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Technology is a means to that end, but you have to have the right culture and societal values to actually get there. Technology in and of itself can't be isn't what gets you there. You have to have the right value orientation in your society. I'm sorry to say. Because technology will only do whatever the values of the culture ask of it. Good or bad. Anyway, I'm going off again. Begging your pardons. I bear a message for the Warrior of Light. God damn, I love rambling. Commander Alden requests your presence at Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. We can discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Okay. Ah yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. That always does seem to happen, doesn't it? Time, no doubt, being of the essence, could I tempt you to ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to rob on side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. I think we'll get there pretty quick with this souped-up vessel. I haven't ridden this thing in ages. I think the last time we used it was when we did the assault on Aziz La at the end of Heaven's Word. I think that was it. Cool, instant teleportation. I too will make for the border unarmed. If there's aught I can do to help, I consider it my duty to see it done. Right on, dude. I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger. And every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious. Goddamn, I fucked that up. Which, of course, is an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Leon. Not even you. So please, take care of yourself out there. I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Please. Come on, Sid, how long have you known me? I'm not gonna die. I've only died a million times in Dungeons and Trials when it was my first time. I'm not gonna die. Also, I think I should shrink my user interface to make this more pleasant to look at. Let's see. I think it's here? Yes. I'm close to my TV, so I don't need it to be huge right now. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Much better. Sorry about the clutter. Not so much now. A Requiem for Heroes. This has to be the last quest, based on that. Despite the apparent urgency of Raban's summons, the Resistance fighter seems content to wait for your signal to proceed. Okay. Commander Alden is waiting, sir. Would be best if we proceeded to Alliance headquarters at once. I think I am gonna increase the size just a little bit, because that text box is pretty small even though I'm close to my TV. Let's shrink it. Let's go 120%. There we go. That should hopefully be better. Are you ready? That's easier. Let's go. is gonna be an hour-long video. I can already tell. It's gonna be a while. We're already 23 minutes in. And I only spent 2 minutes, surprisingly, starting up the video before I started recording the actual game footage. So yeah, this is gonna go on a while, guys. Is that a quest battle? You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I would apprise you of the Garlean's movements. Upon speaking with Raban, several cutscenes will play in sequence, of course. Recommend that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I'm ready. With a shrunk UI. Hopefully this ends well. Here we go. I mean, I'm right here. Can't be that blind, right? I can do this. I can fight with a shrunken user interface, I
Several
hope.
skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald. In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Okay.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east.
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they?
Oh shit.
Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
Of course I do. You need only say the word, or so long as you leave the Ascian to me. You need only say the word, my friend. Let's fucking do this. Oh my god, I just realized I haven't repaired my equipment in a few...
Much obliged.
Hope it doesn't
Given the
break.
choice, I'd take you over 100 soldiers.
Let's hope my equipment lasts one last duty, because I haven't fixed it in a while.
Why won't they open? Please, I bid you open.
I can recognize that guy's voice. It's definitely the Warrior of Darkness from Heaven's Ward. Post Heaven's Ward, I guess.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again?
I could tell they were setting up ShadowBringers back
Are
then.
you sure you're in a fit state to do
Setting
this?
up. Setting up ShadowBringers way back then. It's like I can tell some of this is setting up the next expansion.
May Ralga grant us strength.
Like, some of the stuff that's happened up to this point, it's hinting at the fact that we're going to be able to visit Garlemald in the next expansion, unless it's in ShadowBringers. Like, because I really don't know. So, I don't think so, though. But we'll probably visit Garlemald in the next expansion.
Give 'em hell, lad. I, for
I
my
think
part,
so.
will defend this place to my dying breath.
Which hasn't been announced at the time of this recording. Don't know what the next expansion is going to be yet. This patch that I'm playing in right now is 5.5? No, 4. 5.4, I think. Which was just installed last Tuesday, I think. Not this past Tuesday, but I think the one before. Can't remember anymore. It was a pretty recent patch, though. Still, we're like half a year away for the next expansion. Fuck. I feel like someone's gonna die here. Like, one of the main characters is gonna die. Look at that, no words, it's just straight up, go. I get to play as Lord Heian, I guess, this time. I'm guessing. I played as Alfinode and Y'shtola up to this point. Yep, here we go. Hold your ground until I arrive. Never played as a samurai, so here we go.
Ready?
What is this place? I think I only have to cycle between 3 moves because I have no idea. Oh, they're giving me updates on where I am. I hate it when he fucking does that.
This one's for you, Ada.
That's a pretty cool move. I've only played as my starting class was a dragoon. I have no idea what to do here. So it's just letting me know I was gonna get pushed out, but that's it. I started as a dragoon, or lancer I guess. And then I moved, well then I started playing as a dark knight. And I'm eventually gonna play as a gunbreaker because Squall is awesome. One of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. Oh, it interrupts the combo. Alright. I should just do this one. Oof. What is this sorcery? Seriously, what the hell did he just do to me? Meno Hakabiri.
Here it comes.
Please, no!
The weave of a shinobi's power. The art of my forebears.
Please. Damage mitigation. Alright, back at it. A few hundred domes away. Don't die, damn it! I would read that out loud, but I'm trying to focus and sometimes it's way too fast for me to read it. This is probably gonna get hella hard right before the end. This game is pretty fun. It did not disappoint my expectations at all. Like, after playing Remake, I was like, I bet this game's pretty good too, and I've not been disappointed. Realm Reborn story was pretty fucking boring, but it was worth it in the end. The payoff was good. It was only boring because of the way they structured it too. It wasn't like it's all over the place, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Just saying, this game's good. Oh, he wants to fight me. He's like, enough of this rabble. Still has that sword. Nobody took it off his body?
Damn you!
He just nuked himself.
Magic. With a Garlean body. That's hardly fair.
Fucking Asians. Elidibus is a prick.
Still, he must be stopped. No matter the cost.
Damn. Oh, hey, I'm finally here.
Bringer of light. It has been too long.
Acting like the real Xenos over here. Pretending I don't know who he really is.
No words to mark our reunion? So be it. Equilibrium must be restored. And only your death will redress the balance.
Thought so. Now for the real boss fight. I will fight as myself. Cool. Thank you for telling me, game. Just hoping I don't fucking lose after coming this far. I'm still fairly new to playing as a Dark Knight too. I didn't start it that long ago. So, you're not going to see optimal playing skills here. Not by a long shot. I mean, even as a Dragoon, I'm not exactly... all of them. Shit. It's like it means it's gonna move outward, damn it. I like that they don't hold back too much with the, Well, fucking up my combos at the worst time. Oh, he's starting to backpedal. Got his ass on the ropes now. La Habrea. Ah, good old La Habrea. He was a funny guy. Shit, okay, don't stay too close to me. Fuck. I got paralyzed, but I avoided most of that. Jesus. I'm forgetting to use these. Cooldown. Spam it! Alright, it's gone. Oh fuck, of course. Should have heeded that warning. I remember I saw that earlier. It's on the recording. I had low battery, but I didn't think it would die this early. Jesus Christ. This is why you always have a backup controller on hand. Whew. Always gotta have one charging at all times to avoid that shit from happening. And, you know, well, not avoid it, but to get back in it. Imagine if both of these were dead. I would have lost right there just because of that. Dude, if that had happened at the wrong fucking time, I would have that would have sucked so bad.
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
Please, I beseech you.
Ah, someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
Oh, we're here again. Looks a little different this time around, but this looks like the place where I parted ways with the Warriors of Darkness.
I found you.
That was such a long time ago now.
Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
Who are you?
I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done. Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base. It will serve as a beacon of sorts. One which I pray will help you on your journey.
Tell him about the Crystal Tower from a Roman.
All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest.
Is that why that quest became mandatory? When it used to be just a side quest for 24
Soon,
people alliance
we will
raids?
throw wide the gates.
Hmm.
And the path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
He really does sound like the Warrior of Darkness. Sounds like the same voice acting. It's gotta be him. "46 minutes. I knew this video was gonna be an hour."
You're awake. Thank heavens.
It's good, man. What happened? How did it end?
Do you recall the confrontation with Xenos? You were the first to come to the aid of Mistress Lys and the others on the front line. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow.
Yeah.
Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
I feel one pronounces that differently. Chirurgeons? Chirurgeons? I've heard it both ways.
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont. Estinian never was one for emotional farewells.
Ah, my boy Estinian. Came in clutch again, huh?
Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position.
I like that my first playthrough of all of this was as a Dragoon. Especially Realm Reborn, because it set up the story for Heaven's Ward with Estinian a lot nicer. It was way more immersive since I'd already known who Estinian was thanks to starting off as a Lancer/Dragoon. It was more
We have since received word of
solidarity
renewed
there.
unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial Court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Seriously. Well, sure, I'll ask about her first, I guess.
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you. Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest. But before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke. A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
So the first hour of the stream is going to be this recording. Well, this is a most unexpected surprise. I thought you confined to bed. Hey! It's Edmond de Fortin. Probably fucked that up, but... Edmond de Fortin. When I heard that you had collapsed on the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thanks to Fury. As long as we have you, Master Starcrust, history suggests we have a fighting chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects can already be felt even here in Ishgard. In anticipation of a need for reinforcements, our Torel, I don't know if that's how you say it, will soon be departing for the front lines, with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength had returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Let's smile. Indeed, I suspect you have already decided on your next destination. Crystal Tower. Dark days lie ahead, of that I have no doubt, but the light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press onward. And press onward we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. Music. It's nice. Wholesome. Fuck, we're still not done. This is gonna go over an hour now. Let me fix this. You know that you will ever be welcome at House Fortin. Now away with you. I dare not keep you any longer. Alright, dude. I'm out. Oh! I'm not gonna miss this chance. Like I was saying earlier. Gonna repair my shit. Oh, and I'm playing on PS4 if it wasn't obvious yet. Hence the loading times. It's a PS4 Pro, but that doesn't really seem to help. I think eventually I'll get an upgrade to PS5, but I'm not in a hurry yet. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Just freaking out for nothing. Okay. Thank you for fixing my shit, buddy. Later. I guess he probably wanted to check on the Scions first before going to the Crystal Tower. Makes sense. See how our buddies are doing, even though they're likely still in comas. They've had their souls taken away, sucked out of them.
By the 12! I don't believe it! I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on?
Well, she was authentically worried, of course. Legitimately worried.
Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him? If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him.
Could be, yeah.
Sir Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Y'shtola, Urianger, Alphino, Alize. You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own, do you hear me?
Damn, okay, it's all good. I'm not gonna get myself killed.
So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home.
Aw. She's worried sick about all of us. That armor would poke your eye out if you look to the left while kneeling like that. Or lifting, like, your arm up.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right?
That's it.
But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut?
This explains why they made it mandatory. Mandatory. I think I said that wrong.
There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid, and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry. We'll find that beacon for you.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home?
Oh, good. They succeeded in spreading the rumor.
I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
It's harder than you think to do that. He got you
A
there.
minor setback. He will not escape me again. Where is your grandsire? I would have word with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril. This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Yet, with the negotiations, seems like he was on board with the Ascians' plan, though. But he wants to take advantage of it for his own purposes, I bet.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
Poison gas. I think that's it. Credits, theme music? Are we done? We're done! Okay, shit! And look, it took an hour. An hour and 2 minutes. Shit, alright. Well, that was nice. Alright, I guess they gave Stormblood a pretty good send-off. I was thinking before the credits rolled that we would see a little bit more of a lead-up into ShadowBringers. But I guess not. Oh boy, Nobu Uematsu doing the main theme. It's pretty cool. So I guess cliffhanger then, right? You stop it here, and they're like, you want to find out what happens next, you gotta buy the expansion. I bought the full version of the game as a discount in the summer, shortly after I finished, or before I even started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, actually. But, I got it pretty cheap, yeah, it was like under $50 for the full game, all the expansions included and everything. So, I guess I'll cut off this video here. So it doesn't take forever to upload to YouTube if I do that. Or it doesn't take up any longer of my first stream of ShadowBringers. We're past the 1 hour mark, so I'll just stop here. Yeah. You can watch the credits, anywhere else. And I don't have much to comment on what we saw. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Thought we were going to see more, but apparently not. Alright, well, since I didn't know what to expect, I decided to record because I thought some more dramatic shit was going to happen. And that was good, but it wasn't what I was expecting when I decided to record this. But, whatever. Only gets better from here, I've been told, right? Let's hope that's true. No, I believe it. I've heard a lot of hype. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. But yeah. So now I'm gonna stop recording and pass it on to the live version of myself, who's about to start talking, and we'll start ShadowBringers properly. Oh fuck! Okay. I just realized there's a scene after the credits, like always. I bet. So I'm gonna stop recording and then start recording at the end credits scene, and then I'll splice that into the stream. So I'm gonna sit here through this, and then for you it's gonna be 1 second. There we go. We reached the end. Over there. Dude, my hair is fucking bushy. Yes, creators for Evilis. I'm guessing Evilis was I haven't done any of like the optional stuff besides the, you know. Oh, they got Capcom on board. That was cool. In Final Fantasy 15. I forgot they had a crossover thing at one point. But anyway, what I was saying was, I didn't do any of like, I haven't done any of the optional stuff. Like I haven't done any of the raids, normal or Alliance raids for Heaven's Ward or Stormblood yet. I wanted to, and I still want to, and I will. I am gonna do it. But I was kind of trying to focus on main scenario quests because, well, I kind of want to, you know, don't want to have to keep dodging and avoiding spoilers forever. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until I'm done with ShadowBringers and everything else, fully caught up on the main story, and then I'm gonna go back and do everything I missed. When I did A Realm Reborn, I did all the side quests as I went through the main scenario. Every single side quest in every area that I would go to. After I finished, did all the side quests for Realm Reborn before Heaven's Word, except for the Coils of Bahamut, because I was told they're pretty hard. So I decided to wait until I finished the main scenario for that. And yeah, after that I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go straight ahead, main scenario, all the way through, no more side quests, no more post-game content for each expansion, and I'll come back to the side quest stuff later. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Thought we were closer to the end of the credits when I started recording again. Okay, here we go. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, it's because I don't want to. I know the post-credit scene is going to start automatically, so I didn't want to miss it. That's why I just started recording right now for safety reasons, I guess. I like how they space out these last people now, because they made such a name for themselves with this game. Because in Heaven's Ward and Realm Reborn credits, because you know you see them twice, they weren't like that. They weren't spaced out that much. They get a lot more prestige now, you know. Oh, is this another rip in peace? Rest in peace? Feels bad, man. Where's my gun going? Oh, here. I knew you'd be alright. And to celebrate your return, I made you this. A brand new traveling outfit. Oh, I do hope it fits. Another one? I'll try it on tomorrow. Which will be when I start ShadowBringers. But now's not the time to fuss over your measurements. I must go and speak with the researchers of St. Courtnot's find. You go and rest while we track down that beacon. Scion Traveler's attire copper. Oh. This was a good expansion though, I liked it. All the politics and stuff, I'm down with that shit. If you couldn't tell from my ramblings on Remake. FF7 Remake. Oh hey, it's this guy, we haven't seen him in a while. He just flew off with that fucking helicopter. After killing his former comrade. Artificial echo.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
Still don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Bloody savages!
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised.
That sounds familiar.
May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph. In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
Let's go. What is this guy, Xenos or something? The real him? Stranger things have happened, so he talks and acts just like Xenos. He goes after fancy blades, samurai blades too. Unless he always had that weapon, but I don't remember. So, was the Crystal Tower series mandatory before ShadowBringers came out? Or did they only make it mandatory, like, in 5.3, from what I thought I heard? In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. We're gonna see Grahatia! Fields of tranquil light, so he seeds of darkness. You want me to sow seeds of darkness? There we go. New chapter of New Game Plus. That means we're done. ShadowBringers officially starts here, I'm guessing. What's the next quest name? A Circus Trench? Oh. Let me see. Yep, all of them is Stormblood. That's it then. ShadowBringers, still isn't quite done. Part 4 is going on right now. It'll probably finish with the next patch or something. But at least, you know, the main expansion portion, part 1 and 2, that's what I plan on streaming, so. Alright, that's everything. Post-credit scene was interesting. It makes me think that guy is actually Xenos in disguise or something. Like the real Xenos, not the Asian-possessed dead body of his. Which brings up all kinds of questions, but I mean, he acts just like him. I mean, what he said. My enemy, my friend. That's what he called me. That's what he calls the main character when he says farewell and slits his own throat. He calls you his first friend and his enemy. Just like he did right there. So it's like, that Xenos in disguise? That's what I'm guessing. I'm sticking to that theory. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Thank you for watching. Can't wait to start Shadowbringers. See how interesting it gets, eh? Alright, let's go. I'm gonna stop recording and switch it over to my live self this time for real. I'll probably still be standing right here. But yeah. Alright, there we go. So that was what basically went down last night, and let me switch everything back over again. So I recorded that because I wasn't planning on streaming last night. Looking at it now, I should have, because it was like over an hour. But I didn't think it was going to be over an hour. People made it sound like as soon as I finished that dungeon it was over. And no, that is not how that went down at all. So let me switch back to BRB while I get set up. And then I'll switch back over right now. Let's see, this is set up good. Okay, check. Gotta unmute the game audio. Can't forget that. Oh, and I think you could see in that video, my noise suppressor wasn't causing so many problems. Unlike the Sephiroth Smash Ultimate fight that I just did, where my voice was almost... You couldn't even hear what the fuck I was saying. It was really bad. But in that video I had the noise suppressor on and it was working just fine. I'm not entirely sure why the hell it was giving me issues. Or, yeah, why it's giving me issues today when yesterday or last night it was totally fine. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm gonna go with no noise suppressor today because of the fact that it's being a bitch and not working right. So I apologize. You're gonna hear an echo. But at least you'll be able to hear what I'm saying and make out what I'm saying. Unlike with the noise suppressor, which for some reason is now shitting the brick on me and not working right. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and switch back over to... Hold on, let me silence my phone for anything else. No interruptions. Start this timer right here. There we go. Just to remind me how long I've been doing this. I mean, I could always look at the stream info, but whatever. Okay, transition. So this right here is this was also last night. I forgot to show it before I stopped recording. I lost my sprout status. So you can see right here, like I still have it even though I just finished Stormblood. But as soon as you leave this room, you lose it. Look at the well, you guys can't see the chat box, but I'll read it out to you. It says, "Congratulations, you have proven your knowledge of adventuring and need no longer carry the title of new adventurer." Feels bad, man. I got so used to having the little sproutling thing above my head, my character's head. See, it's gone. It's all gone. Sucks. Kind of just decided to mope at the bar here for a second. Ruminate about it. Anyway, so that's that. Now, before I actually start, you know, Shadowbringers, I want to see the actual intro, the demo and title, this right here, because to avoid spoilers, I never watched any of the demo and titles for any of the expansions until I reached that expansion. So I know there's spoilers galore, so I'm gonna watch this for the first time and then get going. Again, I apologize for the echo. Noise suppressor isn't working.
How many years have come and gone since that day? How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm.
I called. The warrior of light. What sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate, or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny? I am not wont to run from my troubles. Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better. I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia. This tragedy, greater even than the seventh umbral calamity, must be undone. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must. Become the warrior of darkness.
Holy fucking shit, dude. That is probably the most badass trailer I've ever fucking seen. God damn. Alright, I turned the noise suppressor back on. I'm gonna test it. Like, I'm talking right now. I'm gonna open my stream real quick and see what I sound like. Because I really don't want an echo. I really hated that in Final Fantasy VII Remake streams. That you could hear the game twice through my microphone. So you're gonna hear an echo right now because I'm gonna open my stream in a minute to hear what I sound like. I'll mute my microphone once I open it, but I gotta keep talking until it starts so I don't miss anything. Okay, it seems to be working fine now. It doesn't seem to be giving me issues, but I'll have to open up my stream regularly to see if it's giving me issues, because earlier when I was playing Smash to get Sephiroth, god, it was bad. Couldn't hear shit of what I was, like, you couldn't make out anything I was saying. It was just like, this is so fucking bad. So I'll open up my stream regularly to check on it, so bear with me on that. But right now it seems to be working a lot better, so we're gonna keep the noise suppressor on so you guys don't have to put up with hearing the game twice through the mic. And, yeah. Either way, that trailer, fuck. That trailer sent chills down my spine, like, that was incredible. Holy shit. I'm like hella hyped right now. That is the best trailer out of all of these right here. That is the best one right there, fuck. I can't wait to get started now. Yeah. Okay, before I hit start, just for safety reasons, not trying to give away account info if it shows up when you select your character, so no, it doesn't. It just shows your characters and their names. That's not bad. Alright. Players in queue 30. We got 30 people before we can 30 people ahead of us, but sometimes that goes by hella quick. Because people log out all the time, so... Holy shit, though. That trailer, I wasn't talking because I knew I muted myself. Because I was turning the voice suppressor back on, which is why I looked a little distracted in the first few moments of the trailer. But goddamn, there was so much reveal. They held nothing back. It's like, they wanted us to know what we're in for. This is incredible. Alright, here we go. I can transition now. And yeah, I moved my little chat box down here or the little webcam down here to block out the chat box. Because I've seen other streamers for Final Fantasy 14 do it, and I figure it's probably a very courteous thing to do. Respects the privacy of, like, your friends talking in chat. Yeah, here we are. So I went ahead and unlocked... I can't use a glamour plate in here, so I'll have to step outside for a second. I got the traveling gear that she just gave me, that Taro gave me when I finished Stormblood. I'm gonna check it out real quick on stream. I've already looked at it, and I don't like the hood. The headpiece. Like always, most outfits, the headpiece, it's better to not even wear it. Especially for cutscenes. It's better to see your character's face and their expressions. But I'll show it off right now before I switch back to the normal Dark Knight armor. I hope you're able to check it in Mordona. I don't know. Because technically it's like not really a town, like a populated town. So there's a chance it might like not let me check my plan plates. Nope. What the fuck? Alright, where's the nearest damn town? Ishgard, really? No, there's gotta be one closer. I think it's Stanlin, I wanna say. Yes. Ulda. Alright, we'll go there real quick and come back. I wanna see this I wanna get this little glam on screen. I gotta shrink my user interface again like I had it last night in the video we just saw. I show the shovel. Maybe I'll leave it like that, maybe I'll try to comb it or something. I don't know. Okay, first, shrink the user interface. I'm in front of my TV right now, I don't need it this big. But the text box is still pretty small, so I'm gonna leave that at 120%. Apply. There we go. Apply all, apply. Takes care of that. Now... Okay, here we go. I've spent more time than I care to admit in the glamour dresser. Not really, though. These are pretty simple outfits. So you get this one for finishing Heavensward and going to Stormblood, right? This is the one you get for finishing Stormblood and heading into ShadowBringers. Yeah. It's not bad. Like I said, it looks way better without the hood. Yeah. This is just... What the fuck? Like, why couldn't we just get the hood without the mask? I don't understand what they were thinking with this. But, either way, I guess it's okay if you want to, like... You want to fit the theme of Shadowbringers with any job class. You know, wear something dark like this. Without having to be a Dark Knight. Then there you go. Because this will fit any job class, so it works. I guess. But yeah, this is way better. So, anyway. Where is it? There we go. This is how we're going into Shadowbringers right here. No face. Just this intimidating thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna... I mean, it's not bad, but... Again, helmetless for cutscenes is still best. So we're gonna do that. Also, you may have noticed I have the level 70, like, whatever it's called, the scaving gear. I job skipped Paladin. Well, I can show that right here. I job skipped the hell out of Paladin, which got me all the tank armor for level 70. But I have been playing as a Dark Knight since level 30, so I do know what I'm doing in terms of skills, but... that doesn't mean I'm like some kick-ass tank or anything. I leveled up pretty fast with the Road to 70 buff. But as a Paladin, no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I just job skipped it for, Why the hell did I even get it? I can't even fucking remember. I just job skipped it, but I haven't even played as Paladin. But I'll take the equipment as Dark Knight. There we go. Just glammed over it with the level 70 gear. I mean, it saved me a bunch of time, because otherwise I'd probably still be grinding out for poetic tomes for Dark Knight if I hadn't done that, so... That wasn't the reason why I job skipped. I can't fucking remember why I bought that thing. Oh, I think it's because I wanted an excuse to get... Yeah, I remember now. I wanted an excuse to get Zantetsuken. Or Zantetsuken, however you pronounce it. From, Odin, because I fought... Yeah, I fought him in the Fate. And I got the Chocobo barding the first time, but I saw that you can get his sword for a paladin. So I was like, you know what? I want to be able to equip that when I get it someday. So I just job skip paladin because I don't really intend to ever play it. And yeah, it just had the extra bonus of giving me this level 70 gear for Dark Knight without having to grind for it, so... Hooray for me. Only cost 25 bucks though, which isn't cheap. Especially nowadays. But enough rambling. Let's go. Back to Tataru. I think once I finish the initial Shadowbringers storyline, like the initial quest line that's from 70 to 80 before the patch content that came after, I'll play as a Dark Knight to fit the theme, so I think it's kind of cool. But then afterwards I will, I think I'll switch to Gunbreaker for the rest of it, because Ball's awesome, like I said last night, and I want to be a Gunbreaker, just to be able to fit the role of using a fucking gunblade. I think it's awesome. But for now, for 70 to 80, I'll be a Dark Knight. The Circus Trench, which refers to the Circus Tower. I'm guessing we won't be able to get back there as easily as the first time. Tataro's itching to share what appears to be good news. Shadowbringers Equestrian Roll, Light Oak Weapon Coffer. We're already gonna get new gear, right off the bat. probably gonna outdate the skating gear I was just talking about too. Okay, the text box is fully on screen. Good news, Leon. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. Okay. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. And we better go give him a hand. Sounds like tedious work, but not as tedious as waiting around. Let's be enthusiastic. Go give him a hand. They always do that. Our thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again. Meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silver Tier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Oh, that's a new quest sound, huh? Okay, I can get used to that. I think I heard it twice. Just one time when I unlocked Gunbreaker and Dancer just to see what they were like. I haven't done any of the job quests though. I just unlocked it and that's it. And that's when I heard the Shadowbringer quest thing. But that was a while ago. I forgot what it was like to stream. It's been so long. I forgot how distracting it can be to like try to keep talking over here and then like focus on where I'm going. Because I just left the Rising Stones and thought, wait, did I even have to leave? I don't even know. Could have just teleported from there, I think, to where we were going. Let's see. Circus Trench, where is this? Oh no, it's right out here. Is there an ether right here? No. There is a porter though. But I want to go in style. Oh yeah, I also gotta go back to Smash Bros. Eventually. I'm not gonna do this on the stream, don't worry. I gotta go back to Smash to see how Cloud gets his new limit break, his new Ultimate Smash version 5 Omni Slash. I only unlocked Sephiroth, but I didn't explore that. But I'll check that out off stream because I'm trying to focus on, for streaming, I'm trying to focus on Final Fantasy 14, not Smash Bros. What's up, buddy? Heading to the survey site, sir? It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Okay. Let's go. Whew. Almost sneezed. That's gonna be my symbol. If I do this, it means I might sneeze, so lower your volume. So this is a sneeze warning when I do that. Everyone's here. Leon, the search continues, but I have no doubt we shall find this beacon of yours. Where the hell are we? So the Crystal Tower's in this direction, and we're roughly in this area. Some trench that leads to it, aside from the gate we took the first time. I can see why they made that side quest, or yeah, that optional side quest mandatory now. So that this storyline probably makes more sense. I'm guessing, like I said last night, we're probably going to see Grahatia, maybe? Maybe not. Unlocking the Crystal Tower through alternate means, perhaps? Fulton, it says, the air here weighs heavily upon me. It's little wonder, I suppose, when standing in the shadow of such an imposing structure. Yeah. What do you say? That towering edifice is the outer wall of the Crystal Tower's foundation, the labyrinth of the ancients, to be precise. Oh. FF7? Dude. Already with the Final Fantasy references, holy shit. The old school Final Fantasies. I've detected no slavering beasts in the vicinity. My sister accepted? Oh, I see what he's trying to say. I took that literally for a second, then I was like, oh. The Archons need our help. Next to that, even matters of the heart don't seem to matter. Yeah, that's what he meant. The Ironworks is out in force. Master Garland's orders. Too bad he can't be here himself, but who knows, maybe we'll see him. These PS4 loading times. Gonna have to get a gaming PC at some point if I continue streaming this game. Or maybe a PS5 will suffice, but...
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you.
I'm not used to hearing their voice.
I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
This look was a bit odd.
What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
It's got a sticker from...
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Not exactly, it's a little bit different.
Now, view.
You are right.
What's happening?
Monka shake!
Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
That was an abrupt farewell.
Do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
Dude, the feels. God, I still remember Harshfont's death like it was yesterday.
We did everything right.
There's the Warrior of
Everything
Darkness.
was asked of us, and still it came to this.
You're the one that sounds like that voice that's been talking to me.
Your time has not yet come.
I haven't seen her since post Heaven's Ward. I knew they were setting up ShadowBringers back then. They think really far in advance. Like a TV show. Kind of. The way they set up this storyline so far feels like it's a big
From endless dreams I awake.
filler slash break from the Stormblood storyline. Like they just decide, okay, now you're gonna go do this for a while. I hope I'm wrong.
Something
but
vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
This is nighttime? Wow. Yeah, exactly. It just never gets dark.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply.
Yeah.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it.
This guy.
Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get wasted with this guy. I like that it pays homage to how you started the game in Realm Reborn. This guy looks just like the same merchant.
Roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. It's the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
He's like, these are familiar names, but nothing looks familiar. Reminds me of Smash Bros. When light consumed the planet. The Smash Ultimate storyline. You had to restore balance between light and darkness.
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Suddenly I'm in an unknown place. My god. Norbront? I just realized I'm gonna need my ether compass, probably. Okay. So not yet. Not yet. I'm not going to do that on stream, by the way. If they're on the way through MSQ, I'll pick them up, but I'm not going to start hunting them down. The streaming will just be for the story. Okay then. Gotta huff it. I will say the place does look nice. Has a very pleasant atmosphere so far.
Halt! Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
I am from Gridania. The source where the Asians draw their power from? Let's be honest, Gridania?
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Shit. I figured something like that was coming.
Given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
No, I told you the truth, but whatever.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
No way. Dude, I just left that guy.
Everything all right, Captain?
What's this guy?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
You're covered in crystal stuff, man. You got something on your face.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Oh, okay, this is what the Emperor was talking about near the end of Stormblood. Something about reflections of a crystal that shattered and separated all the races into the different sub-races we have and all that stuff.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Exarch. That must be what they named the latest level 80 gear set out of. Exarchian gear? That's probably how you pronounce it. I have that for my Dragoon thanks to the help of a friend, very generous friend, who got me a whole set of that. But I don't have that for Dark Knight yet, and I wouldn't even be able to wear it because I'm not even level 80 yet with Dark Knight. But now I see where the name comes from, though, for that gear set. Exarchian gear? I always thought it was Exarchian, but I guess it's Kian. Oh yeah, he knows about them too, so... No, I'm not gonna be an asshole. Where are my friends? Where are they at?
Ah, that is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light.
And never mind my head clipping through my staff.
It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Yeah, so it's basically a storyline of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Gotcha.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
And of course, Smash came out after this, so I'm starting to wonder, like, did they steal Final Fantasy XIV's storyline idea? I'm pretty sure ShadowBringers came out before Smash
Sin
Bros.
Eaters,
Ultimate.
we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up.
It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the Source as well.
Oh, okay, so it is in. That pretty much confirms that's the Warrior of Darkness. Because that is exactly what he tried to do at the end of Heaven's Ward. But he looks a lot different now. Yeah, I remember you, buddy.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
For anybody who's been playing Final Fantasy XIV since it came out, though, that must feel like a lifetime ago. Like between post Heaven's Ward to this, 2 to 3 years, right? In real time? Probably longer, maybe a full 4 years, I don't know. It's going into high school and graduating, and then finally, it's like the Sopranos. Releasing a season once every few years or some shit. Whatever they did when that TV show was still going.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Stern. Cloud, we're not in Kansas anymore. I had to use that damn line. Something. Oh. He's not having it. He's not having it. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Thanks. A lot to look at here. Check this shit out, though. Item level 385. It's gonna be weaker than this. Maybe I should save it for a different job class then. Because this is all item level 400. Yeah. Alright, I'll save it for a different job class then. This one's already past item level 385. The only thing that brings it down below 400 is this fucking thing. But, whatever. So yeah, save that for later. City of the First. Chest gear type? So you're gonna get one piece of armor at a time. Alright. Collect them all. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Checking my time real quick. Okay, got about 26 minutes left. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of any summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. That's like their way of saying you could get stuck here and have no way back to the Realm Reborn areas, or, you know, yeah, basically any previous expansion area if you don't do this. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the Crystalline or Crystalline Mine. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catless, one of the people I should like you to meet. That's a nice Aetheryte too, I like it. Another is Morin. To reach him and his Cabinet of Curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. Seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough? Sure, go to the crystal, go left, go up the stairs, then go back, come back, go left, then go back, and then go right. So, up, left, right. Got it. It's crystal clear. Ha, very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. My bad. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Okay. It sounds like it's going to be fun, because I'm going to be able to say something else besides what he just told me to cause trouble. Hehehe. Be like, no, I'm from Gridania. Fuck you. It's like, what? When you're finished making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then. So now I'm starting to think the Crystal Tower, where Grahati is, and the one they have here, is some sort of, like, beacon of transmission, like a satellite, that connects to Crystal Towers on the other 12 to 13 different worlds or universes or whatever they're going for here. It's almost like a device to communicate with other stars. I'll just use his words. I'm guessing. There's people here. Cannot see target. How about now? I love the power. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint, but stable, and should allow teleportation to Aetherites in the source. So, what does that mean? I should register this as a favorite destination. I'm gonna reorganize this eventually, but for now I think I'll replace Ulda. Now to find all the Aetherite crystals. complete the Ethernet in this place. First thing you do when you go to any new town, right? Okay, one at a time. Let's see. There's a quest objective there, there's one there. Either way, I'm gonna have to backtrack. There's one above me, I think, right? Oh no, there isn't. There's less here. There's only 2. I'll go north first and get these ones. 1, 2, 3. Never mind. I'll go south and work my way up, so I can do the quest objectives at the same time. That makes more sense. I'll just move the map as I need to. Oops. Those people are probably having a nice, like, conversation or roleplay session sitting in that circle, and I just ran right through it like an asshole. I am so sorry. Ooh, these Etherite crystals are nice. They're a nice change. Música Universales? I read it in Spanish for some reason. I couldn't help it, the way it was written. Universal music is basically what it says, in a way. Might be more of a reference to Latin or something. I don't know what they're going for yet. What's next? Oh, I can do this quest objective and then head back up and get this one, and then this one, do that, and this one, then do that. Okay. So, does that say above or below? I think it's on the same level. There it is. New to the city, friend? The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. That always happens when you go somewhere new, right? You can't help but be like... Welcome, my name is Braggy and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. What? In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for humans such as yourself. So finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. Humes. Humes, isn't that the word they use for humans in Final Fantasy 12? Let's fuck with them. I'm actually a Hure. Hmm? Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. He's like, oh well, same thing, whatever. Go. Fuck off. Let's see if we can straighten this out. You see those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume, like you. And the taller one is an elf. Instead of Ellison. That sturdy individual over there is Alvin. Instead of Rodin. What's the one with the horns is a Dron. Instead of an Aura. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Instead of the Emulja. Oh. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Yes. Oh, I didn't get a choice. Ah, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. I thought I was gonna get to fuck with him more. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the First. Indeed it has. The first reflection of the crystal, huh? This person seems to be very excited for me. Like jumping all over me. Stream sniper detected. They wanted to be on camera. Imagine if I was actually right about that and they're actually watching the stream right now. I doubt it though. Okay, I'm going back here and then I'll try to exit that way and try to get that crystal. On the first floor. Evil are evil. We have very similar free company tags. It's a little bit roundabout, but whatever. Thank God it's up here, because if I just, I was like, if I just wasted my time going upstairs and it was down there somewhere, that would have sucked. Amaro Launch. I'm kind of curious. It's over there. I know there's no aetherite in that direction, but I don't want to see the view over here. I like the theme music so far. That determined look on his face, though. Yeah, the theme music. It's basically based on the trailer, right? The music from the trailer. Holy shit! I love views like this. They're nice. It's gonna be hard to stay focused on the story for me a little bit because I'm kind of in awe of the environment. It's pretty good. I haven't checked my audio in a minute. I gotta open up my stream and make sure I don't sound like the fucking robot cutting in and out. Let's see. Might hear an echo in a minute. Working good. Sorry for the echo there. Just needed to make sure because earlier it was garbage. You couldn't understand what the hell I was saying. I mean, you probably still can't understand what I'm saying, but I just mean for different reasons. Like, what the hell is this fool going on about? Okay, so I'll have to double back that way and then go up north again. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Stunko's thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Ilmoran, I have no idea, Ilmoran layabouts Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. What else is new? Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. Really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. I take back what I said then. It is not what I thought it was. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. Are we playing Halo now? The flood is here? And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catalyst, and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline meme. Or crystalline meme, I really don't know. I'm gonna keep fucking that up. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Is this like Ishgard Restoration? Your exchange with Catalyst has taught you about life in the Crystarium. No shit. It definitely has. Thanks. Okay, so now go that way. I'm glad auto run is a thing. Because on controller, and I imagine even on keyboard, but for a different reason, it really saves your thumb from getting sore. From having to push to hold the stick forward to run forward constantly. Fuck, it is down there. If that one's up above, it should be better to go that way first. I'm gonna take a guess. Let's say that it is. Nailed it. Damn it. Can't go through. Underneath them? Maybe I have to go in through there, right there. Yeah, it looks like it. You gotta be shitting me. Can't just jump off the oh, because there's nowhere to land. I see. Fuck! Guess I'm going back to where I was. There's the mender. Can I jump off here then? Sweet. This might be the one where he said I had to go underground, right? This would make the most sense. When he said, from here, go down... That's what these are then. Underground tunnels. Shortcut? Shortcut. Good. I was afraid I was gonna have to go all the way back to the fucking plaza over there. I'm getting... Yeah, my sprout's gone. It was a sad day. I took a picture and I recorded it too. I'm getting my chat like flooded by a friend of mine right now. Yeah, my sprout's gone. Sad face. I took a picture and video and saved it on my PS4 the moment I lost my sprout before I went to bed last night. Sad, sad day. They might not even be watching the streams, I'm probably just talking to myself, but... Tune yourself to the Aetheryte shards in the Crystarium. Lakeland is now accessible? What the fuck is Lakeland? Should at least respond through chat. You guys won't be able to see what the hell I'm saying, but... That's kind of the point of having my face cam there. Let's see. So Lakeland is just the outside part? Because I'm not in town anymore. Okay, so go back to the Cabinet of Curiosity and turn in the quest. So the Lakeland just means right outside. It just teleports you to the entrance. That's kind of convenient. I like that. It says it's here, but the up and down arrow activation for like detecting height to your objective is not as good as in like Grand Theft Auto. It's like a huge chunk. Like it was saying I was at the same elevation when I'm way down there, so they kind of have to fine tune that a little bit. But it is a very recent feature they added, so I don't blame them for having it be a little off. Vertical detection, I guess. So far this feels good. I'm getting a good feeling about this expansion. I feel like it's going to be really fucking good. I mean, the trailer alone was like, holy shit. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and... well... well, what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even? A scrap of scribbled-on parchment? What are you talking about? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin, at your service. And this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. I had to make sure I was reading that right. As horrific as the loss of life and land brought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. Starting to get tongue-tied here. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history? Splendid! A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. He's not wrong. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the accounts, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Right on. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. Didn't even give me a chance to answer, but okay. This guy's probably gonna talk my ear off, I bet. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pulled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. That's my alarm. Which pretty much means I'm done after this cutscene. I'll be back later to stream some more later though, probably. If not tomorrow for sure. I'll be streaming every day till I'm done. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norbrant, and Norbrant alone spared the fate of erasure. I don't know how to say it. So that must be when Menphilia came back with the Warriors of Darkness to this, presumably this place. In the, post-Heaven's Ward stuff. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These Sin-Eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norbrand's sky. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. Trying to clean up the leftovers who survived the Flood of Light, I'm guessing. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Your exchange with Morn has taught you about the Flood of Light. Indeed it has. Oh, hello there. Somebody wanted to be on camera. I have nothing. Oh, there it is. The wave. Came to throw shit at me on stream. Here, this is what you do. You kill him with kindness. You just be nice. Smile. And then you toast. And you bow courteously. And salute. And then you get shit thrown at you. She's fucking with me. This'll throw her off. She threw it right back. It's like, fuck that. Keep your fucking heart made out of a kiss or whatever. Well, good thing my alarm rang. I was gonna stop streaming right now anyway, so I guess that's it for now. I'll cut it here and continue questing when I start streaming again. Meanwhile, this person is going to have fun berating me until I turn off the camera, I bet. I'm gonna leave it on for a sec, just for fun. See what she does. I know she might actually be watching the stream right now. I'm gonna do stuff though. Stretch. Let's fight! Fight me, mate! Look at that. Right up to the face, but didn't reach the face. It just stopped right there. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I think that's the, this one? No. 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 I think it's this one. Yeah, spam this one over and over. There we go. That one moves you hella far. Okay, I'm gonna power up. I'm gonna blow her away with a Mega Flame. It's like playing Pokemon or something. Ugh! I'm dead. You win. I should probably cut the stream. I'm just fucking around right now. I said I was gonna try to keep these streams about the story, so I'm gonna cut this now. So thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you also. For the Twitch, YouTube, thank you. I'll see you guys a little bit later, or if not tomorrow, when I continue main scenario quest. And yeah. So take it easy.